Ooh, ooh, it's the weekend. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite e.l.f. makeup products. Now, I did a video like this almost 2 years ago, and since then there's been so many new releases, new launches, I thought it would be time to update this list. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. Can you believe it's been almost 2 years since I did that first video on my top 5 favorites? Oh my gosh, so many new makeup products. I have them all in front of me. You're gonna see them in action. And these are really the ones that are tested and true. And some of them might be a surprise to you and some of them may not. Incidentally, the previous top 5, I still stand firmly behind. Oh my gosh, those products are still so wonderful. I still use them in my daily rotation of makeup, and in case you missed that video, I will be sure to put it down in the description box below. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. So the first product I wanted to share with you is their Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Now we all know their Putty Primer comes in so many different types of formulas, but I love the liquid form because it's easier to apply to the complexion. It feels weightless, it's really smoothing and hydrating at the same time, but I love the consistency of using the liquid formula because to me, it just distributes so much smoother on the skin than their traditional putty formula. I love the liquid formula because honestly, it's just easier to apply. It's already in liquid form. It really does create a smooth canvas on your complexion and it extends the longevity of your makeup. And FYI, every single product featured in this video is $10 or less. So what's not to love? But yeah, the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is my go-to primer from e.l.f. Is it my favorite of all times? No, but out of all the primers that e.l.f. has ever released, their Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is my favorite. It deserves an honorable mention. Now, for foundation, this is probably no surprise. I have loved this foundation ever since I reviewed it last year. It is their Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Now, this retails for a ridiculous price of $8. I'm in the shade 25 Light Neutral. There's something so magical about this foundation and I love the finish that it gives. That satin finish. It's not too matte, it's not too glowy or dewy. It really looks like your skin, but it gives you such beautiful medium to full coverage. I don't know how many times I've featured this in so many of my get readies with me because it is that good. What I love about this particular formula is not only does it give a beautiful satin finish, but it's also hydrating at the same time. I can wear it in the summertime, I can wear it in the wintertime, and I know it's going to perform well on my skin. It doesn't cling to any dry spots in these cold winter months that we've been having, and even in the summertime, it really holds up in the heat and the humidity of Tennessee. And in the wintertime, same thing, still hydrating, but giving me that beautiful satin finish, and it doesn't cling to any dry spots. So I know this foundation is gonna look good in the wintertime, in the summertime. It stands up to the heat, it stands up to the cold weather, and this is why this is my #1 favorite product from e.l.f. I prefer it over my high-end foundations, and at the price point of $8, this is just beautiful on the skin, especially mature skin. Let's talk about blush. We have the putty blushes, we have the luminous putty blushes. In my last video, I didn't really care for them, but since then, they came out with their camo liquid blush. Now, at first, I wasn't a huge fan of the camo liquid blush. I mean, it came with such odd instructions. 1 dot is all you need. I thought it was a little fussy the first time I was playing around with it. And it does take somewhat of a learning curve to apply it since it's so pigmented. Remember, you only need to use 1 dot to get that perfect flushed look. And it comes in so many beautiful shades. The proof is in the pudding. I love it so much. I have 5 shades. It's crazy. And they recently launched a new shade, which is lilac, which I absolutely love. But today I went in for a really strong pop of color. They're coming in hot pink. This shade is super intimidating, but as you can see, it really does sheer out. You can build up the pigment, you can sheer it out, and it really stays all day long. It doesn't move on the complexion, it doesn't fade, and it's just such a beautiful formula. But if hot pink is not your jam, they do have other shades that are beautiful for every day. And at $7 a pop, you can literally have a shade for every season. And since it is a liquid blush, it's not gonna add any additional texture to your skin. So that's why the Camo Liquid Blush is definitely in my top 5. As you can see, I mean, yeah. That is my number 2 favorite e.l.f. makeup product. Now this one kind of snuck up on me because it just recently launched. In the same vein as the Camo Liquid Blush is their new Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. You guys, I love this bronzer contour so much. What I love about this bronzer slash contour is that it's in liquid form. It's super easy to apply. The way that I like to apply it is taking the doe foot and applying a little bit to the back of my hand, making sure it's warmed up. Once I do that, I take the product and then tap it into the complexion where I want to bronze up and also contour. What's cool about this formula is you actually have time to go back in with a brush and stipple it in to make it really blend out smoothly, like you just had that glorious day at the beach. Man, I wish I was at the beach right now. But it's such a thin formula. It's so easy to work with, and it really does provide a natural looking glow. This is quickly becoming my favorite bronzer contour, and this too is also only $7. Now, the fourth product that made it to the top 5 is probably no surprise to you. I've already repurchased this. It is their Cream Glide Lip Liner in the shade Mauve Aside. Now, they have multiple shades, but for some reason, I just keep coming back to Mauve Aside. It is that perfect cool tone mauve nude shade. When they named it Cream Glide Lip Liner, that's like the perfect name for this product because it really does glide on the lips. It doesn't pull, it doesn't tug, it's not drying whatsoever. Lining your lips has never been easier because this is so smooth and so creamy, but not to the point where it's too creamy where it starts to bleed or feather into your upper lip line. It is a beautiful shade that I think is complementary to a lot of skin tones, and it's the perfect nude for every day. Clearly, I have used this so much. I purchased another one the other day, and this is at a whopping $2. I want my $2. You cannot go wrong with this lip liner. Like I said, there's so many multiple shades, but for some reason, I just keep gravitating back to this shade Mauve Aside. It is the perfect everyday shade, and at the price tag of $2, you simply can't go wrong. Like I said, stock up because every time I look on the e.l.f. website, or every time I look for this shade, it is always sold out. And it's probably just the best universal nude lip pencil with just a hint of pink that is so beautiful, so comfortable on the lips, doesn't tug, doesn't budge, and it is the perfect vessel for the next product that I can't wait to share with you. Now, we all know e.l.f. comes out with so many amazing lip products. I mean, e.l.f. does stand for eyes, lips, and face. They finally came out with a lip oil because you know me, I love lip oils. I love how they feel. I love how they hydrate throughout the day. And finally, e.l.f. released their Glow Reviver lip oil in multiple shades. In multiple shades. Now, I have a couple of shades, but the shade that I absolutely love is Honey Talks. Honey Talks or Money Talks. As you can see, it is so well loved. I always love reaching for this because it is that perfect everyday shade, just the right amount of pigment. It's not sticky, it's not gloppy. It is beautiful. Right on top of Mauve Aside. For some reason, they just mesh. They go really well together. It's not sticky. It's not slimy. It has the perfect amount of pigment and high shine, and it's just very comfortable on the lips. And that's what's important to me. For me, comfort is super important, and the Glow Reviver lip oil is so lightweight, so hydrating, and yet the perfect amount of pigment and high shine. Absolutely beautiful on the lips and super comfortable. But yes, number 4, the Glow Reviver lip oil. And now for the final product that I absolutely love, that I could not do without, that has rescued my makeup looks time and time again. You're not going to be surprised, or maybe you will. I don't know. It is their new Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Now, as you can see, this is so well loved. I mean, I'm already halfway done with it, but this has saved my complexion time and time again. Whenever I apply makeup and it starts to look a little cakey and my complexion looks slightly dry, this comes to the rescue no matter what makeup products I have on my complexion. This is like magical. Everything melts into the complexion once you apply it. It creates this dewy, fresh look when I'm testing out makeup products and the makeup looks cakey. If I spray my complexion with it, everything just melts into place. My makeup lasts all day. My skin looks refreshed. It is a beautiful fine mist. This retails for $10. So well loved. And let's go ahead and apply it because I have yet to do it. But watch, you just shake it and then slightly go ahead and spritz, It locks in your makeup, but also giving your skin a beautiful natural glow. Even if you're wearing the most mattifying powders, it's gonna melt that all into place, extend it for the rest of the day, and it's pretty much set it and forget it. If you haven't tried this, I know my bottle is so ratty right now because I love it so much. I prefer this over the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I prefer it over the Milani. There's something beautiful about this. It's not drying on the skin. It still hydrates at the same time. It works great in the summertime during those hot, humid months and adds more hydration and dewiness to the complexion during those cold winter months as well. So this is a super versatile product. Performs well in the winter, performs fantastic in the summertime. You just can't get any better than this. It is beautiful and it's fantastic for mature skin because it's just making your skin look a little more juicy, a little more luscious, a little more luminous. And sometimes I like just spritzing it on my face when I'm not wearing any makeup because it just makes my face feel so hydrated and juicy, and it just is beautiful on the skin, especially for mature skin. So yes, those are my top 5 favorite e.l.f. makeup products circa 2025. Who knows what they're going to come out with this year, and I can't wait for it because I love e.l.f. They're so affordable, so accessible, and yeah, those are my top 5 makeup products from e.l.f. What do you think, guys? Did any of your favorites make my top 5? Let me know down in the comments what your favorite e.l.f. product is. You'll be helping me out as well as our community. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. But for now, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.